Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona, and today's class is a 30-minute Vinyasa flow class designed to strengthen and lengthen the muscles in your upper body. So hopefully giving you a little bit more freedom of movement and range of motion through your spine, and also more room to breathe in your torso. So class focuses on active twists and lateral side bends, some work for your oblique muscles, the muscles down the side waist, and also your abdominals. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for joining. Namaste. And begin your practice kneeling at the back of your mat. So knees can come slightly wider than your hips. Sit your buttocks on your heels and rest your hands into your lap. Any position with the hands that feels comfortable, where your shoulders can relax. And then elevate your spine so the crown of your head reaches for the ceiling and the crown of your head is balanced over your pelvis. Some light engagement through your abdominals so you can keep lifting tall through your low back. And gently close your eyes. Relax your jaw and your mouth. And begin to breathe in and out through your nostrils. Lips lightly touch. And then with each cycle of breath, breathing a little deeper. So you start to broaden your breath, sending your breath in all directions through the lungs, from the bottom to the top, front to back, side to side. And as you breathe more deliberately, encourage your breath to come into balance. You might like to engage an Ujjayi breath here, breathing with sound, just to start to warm the breath and give you a sound to focus your attention on. We'll just take two more smooth breaths. And then gently nod your chin in toward your chest, let your eyes fall to the back of your eyelids. And blinking the eyes open, taking the knees just a little wider than your hips, start to walk your hands forward and come into extended child's pose. Utita, Balasana. Little fingers can find the edges of your mat. Do spread all your fingers and anchor your hands. And as you push the floor away with your hands, lean your buttocks back toward your heels. Finding length through the sides of your waist, through the armpits, through the reach of your arms. And then consciously relax through the back of your neck and your shoulders, so there's a nice soft energy there. And feeling your breath move into the back of your body now. And keep that even, smooth pace to your breath. And on your next breath in, glide up onto all fours. Set your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And as you breathe in, soften your belly, lift your gaze, gently arc the spine. As you breathe out, hug your belly in, dome your spine toward the ceiling, send your buttocks back toward your heels. And we'll do that twice more, just with your breath floating up, all fours, arch the spine, looking up. And then a slow movement through the spine, rounding, tucking the tailbone, buttocks to the heels. And one more round. Find your own pace, your own rhythm, breathing some space into your spine. Landing back in Balasana, and as your buttocks come to your heels, just slide your fingers back and come to sit upright, so you're kneeling once more. Sweep the arms overhead, press your palms, and then bring your hands, settle them to your heart center. We'll do that once more, just like that. Circle the arms out wide and then up overhead. Syncing your movement with your breath. Hands fall to your heart center. Now we'll take a shoulder stretch, arms overhead as you breathe in. Press your palms and then lower them down through your heart center. As you go, interlace all your fingers. Now turn your palms facing out. Press your palms away, round through your spine. Chin falls in toward your chest. And as you breathe in, send the arms up overhead. Find a little trough in your low back, little arch. As you exhale, hands behind the back, interweave all your fingers. Deep breath in, shoulder blades draw together, front of the chest opens. Exhale, fold forward any amount over your thighs and let your fists fall away from your back, any amount. Keep the shoulder heads lifting up, your head bowing in. And stay forward here, just release your hands and go ahead, walk them forward again. Find your extended child's pose, spread all your fingers, preparing for downward dog, coming up onto all fours, tucking your toes and lift your hips up and back and come into downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Bring some movement to your downward dog, either pedaling out through your heels or swaying your hips, perhaps even walking your feet back or forward, just finding your comfortable stride in your body. And balancing the effort and stretch through your body. So you just start to mildly engage the leg muscles, your arm muscles, and then you feel for a gentle traction down through your spine. So the sit bones tilt toward the ceiling, the crown of your head falls down toward the floor, gaze falls back between your feet. We'll take one more smooth breath in and out. And as you breathe in, we're just going to ripple forward to a high push-up, bringing your shoulders over your wrists, pushing into your hands, reaching back through your heels, and then send your hips up and back, move back into downward facing dog. I'm going to do that a little bit more fluidly now, floating forward to a high push-up as you breathe in. This time bend your knees to a hover and then hips up and back so you can ripple through your spine, find your downward dog. Once more, just like that, ripple forward, high push-up, gaze falls forward, bend the knees and roll back, downward facing dog. Now come forward to your high push-up and we're going to hold and pause. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Gaze falls just to the top edge of your mat. So you're long through the back of your neck. Push the floor away actively to broaden your upper back. So you're just trying to avoid that valley that can happen between the shoulder blades there. Light tuck to the tailbone, low belly engaged, legs firm. Deep breath in. As you exhale, please feel free to drop your knees to the floor to support your push-up all the way down to your belly. Slide your hands off the side edge of your mat, come onto your fingertips and then walk your hands forward of your shoulders, point the elbows up toward the ceiling. Legs strong, heels point up, and then gently peel up into a back bend. Not too much pressure in the hands there. And then exhale, float down. So just think about moving gracefully and kindly in your body. Twice more, just peeling up so that arch feels uniform through your spine. Peel down toward the floor. And once more, and you might like to come up a little higher or stay low. Stay comfortable in your body all the way down to the floor. And we're transitioning back into our downward facing dog. Take about 3 deep breaths here. Generously breathing in, filling your lungs, aerating your lungs, and fully emptying your lungs on your exhale, feeling the navel draw back toward your spine. And taking your toes together here at the back of your mat, we'll move slow or raise the right leg up and back. And turning your right knee toward the floor along with your toes, Trying to keep your hips fairly level there. Push evenly into both hands there. Keep your gaze steady. Deep breath in. 2 core lunges in the air. Right knee in toward your nose. Rock forward, round and dome your spine. Inhale, down dog splits. Exhale, core lunge in the air. Make it count so you move slow. Really squeeze and hug the belly. Inhale, right leg up and back. Down dog splits. Exhale, as quietly, gracefully as you can, step your right foot up in between your hands, runner's lunge. And then just pop up onto the fingertips, wriggle your left toes back so you've got a nice long lunge and stride. And then when you're comfortable with your right knee over your ankle, take a little rock forward and back. You just feel like you're gently massaging the top of your left thigh, the inner right thigh, and that movement feels easeful in your body. Rock yourself back to center and place your left knee down on the floor. Find your low lunge, reach your arms when you steady alongside your ears, lift your chest, firm the belly, and then exhale, just settle in. Deep breath in. As you exhale, take your hands to your right knee. So just let them settle down and we'll start to revolve and twist here. So keep your left hand where it is, reach your right arm back. So it comes to the height of your shoulders, parallel with the floor, palm faces out. And then if you're feeling steady, start to turn your gaze to your right, out over your shoulder toward your thumb. So you want to try and feel like your oblique muscles, your side abdominals are helping to support as well as revolve you. Right shoulder blade, right collarbone moves back in space. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to circle our right arm. So we're going to lower the right arm, reach your right arm forward, up toward the sky, and then send your right arm back behind you. We'll do that twice more, just your comfortable range of motion through your shoulder. Those circles can be exaggerated or quite subtle, whatever feels like it's accessible in your body. And then you're circling the right arm all the way back behind you, perhaps sending the gaze back, and then extend your left arm forward. So both arms are at shoulder height, shoulder blades squeeze in behind you, reaching from fingertip to expand across your chest. Keep lifting tall through the sides of your waist. As you breathe in, drop your right hand down, find your back leg, reach the left arm up, reverse. Exhale back to your twist. Inhale, reverse, reach up and back. Exhale back to your twist. Last one here and then we'll flow. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, windmill both hands to the floor. Frame your front foot and step quietly back to your plank pose. Firm belly, eyes forward, deep breath in. Exhale, low push-up all the way to the floor. A back bend of your choice. If you'd like to come back to that first variation, you can. Fingertips down, elbows up. Often gives you a little bit more room in your low back, lumbar spine. And then make your way back to downward facing dog. You might like to pedal out through your heels here and just settle yourself. Spread your fingers, so you're just anchoring down through the perimeter of your fingers all the time when you have your hands on the floor there. Make full contact with the knuckles of your fingers. And then step your toes together here at the back of the mat. We'll go into the other side. Left side now, left leg rises as you breathe in. Core lunge in the air as you breathe out, round the spine. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, core lunge. Breathing deeply in, left leg up and back. Breathing out, runner's lunge, left foot steps up in between your hands. Help it along if it doesn't quite make it there. Stay on the balls of your right toes. Just find your comfortable stride and take a little rock forward and back on your fingertips. Try and stay really light on the fingertips so your legs are supporting you here and they're warming up as you move. Rock back to center, drop your right knee to the floor here. When you're steady, reach your arms up alongside your ears, low lunge. Let your hips sink forward as you breathe out. Take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, settle your hands to your knee. And then from here, we're going to take that twist. Your left arm reaches back now. Right hand stays on your knee as a lever just to help support you and help you twist a little deeper. Back of your left hand's moving back in space. Palms open, fingers are spread. Perhaps send your gaze back to your left thumb. And don't forget to breathe here. Try and keep your breath steady. Use your oblique muscles, your abdominal muscles to help revolve you. Keep pushing down through your right foot. And your left big toe and inner heel to keep you steady. And then from here we just circle our left arm shifts down, forward, up overhead, and then complete 2 more circles in your range of motion. Just remember, we're just trying to return our own range of motion to our body through movement, through breath, mindfulness. So you just find your rhythm, your pace, and your shape. Taking that left arm back now, stay in your twist, and reach your right arm forward. So you find that full twist. And take both collarbones back in space, the front of your shoulders back. And then we'll flow. Left hand drops down, find your back leg if it's there. Right arm reaches up, nice side lateral stretch for the right side waist. And then return to your twist. And flow twice more. Inhale, reverse. And then back upright through the spine, arms wide. Last one, inhale, reverse. And then take a deep breath out. Just windmill both hands to the floor, frame your front foot. Take a vinyasa, stepping back to your high push-up. Keep your gaze forward. Exhale, low push-up. Upward dog or cobra, a back bend of your choice. And downward facing dog. 5 to 8 breaths here, a little pause. And if you need to rest or do less, take your knees to the floor, buttocks to the heels. And pause for a moment. Most importantly, prioritizing the movement and the ease of your breath. And from here, we'll step our toes together at the back of the mat. Reach your right leg up and back as you breathe in. Take a core lunge in the air as you breathe out. A little bit different here. Listen up. Right leg rising as you breathe in. Take your right knee to your upper right arm as you breathe out. Inhale, down dog splits. And now cross-legged lunge in the air. Right knee travels over to your left elbow and then thread the right leg all the way through. Come onto the pinky toe side of your right foot and then drop onto the inner arch heel of your left foot. Both hands can stay on the floor here if you need a little extra support. If you're feeling okay, left hand up toward the sky and open up into a side arm balance. We're not here for long. Just try to lift the right hip up away from the mat. And as you breathe out, send your left arm overhead and find that big, long lateral stretch through the left side of your body. And then just take the gaze down, set your left hand down, and transfer your right leg all the way up and back to down dog splits. Deep breath in here. As you exhale, step your right foot up in between your hands and then shorten your stance, anchor your left heel down, setting up for pyramid. So you might like to walk your right foot over into the right lane so your hips are, your feet are hip distance apart. Once you're steady in your feet, rise up on your inhale, reach your arms up alongside your ears, straightening both legs, and then take your hands to your hips. And keeping your right hand at your right hip, encourage your right hip back in space. So you balance out through the hips and the pelvis. Front of the pelvis lifts up, and extend your left arm up toward the ceiling. Left arms are up alongside your ear, legs are strong and straight, quads are engaged. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, fold forward halfway, so you tip from your hips, low belly hugs in, and your left arm comes forward. Just pause and engage your leg muscles. Hug your right hip back in toward the midline. And unclamp your right toes. Transfer your weight into your big toe and inner heel of your front foot. As you breathe in, come all the way back up. Legs stay straight, left arm reaches. And we'll just flow. Arm forward, torso tips forward. Keep the legs strong and straight. Keep reaching forward, chin lightly in. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, tip forward and bring your torso parallel with the floor. Once you're there, swim your right arm forward so your palms face one another and pop up onto the back toes. And from here, keep your weight in your right heel. Just going to lightly step forward. Bring your feet hip width apart. Bend the knees deeply and find your chair pose. So you lift the torso, lift the arms. And you might like to keep your gaze down there, soften your shoulders. So lean your weight back into your heels, firm your belly, and fill out through your low back. Take a deep breath in here, and as you exhale, just float your arms down and raise your right heel so you're on the balls of the right toes. Inhale, bring your arms up and switch. So left heel lifts as your arms float down. And we'll just stay with that, arms up, breathe in, heels down. Exhale, arms down, right heel lifts. Arms up, chair pose, heels down. Arms down, left heel lifts. So you could stay with this or practice your balance. Arms up, breathe in. As your arms come down, now try and catch your right knee in toward your chest and straighten your left leg. And then just back to chair, bend the knees, reach the arms, heels down. And switch to the other side, left knee in, right leg straightens, arms float down. And we'll do it once more. Step back to chair. And right knee in. Step back to chair, breathe in. And exhale, float the arms down, left knee lifts, right leg straightens. Step down to chair pose, take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, look forward. As you exhale, hands down, step back to plank pose, top of your push-up. We'll take a Vinyasa, high to low push-up, upward dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths, reset, recalibrate, spread all your fingers, smooth the rhythm of your breath. And second side coming up, no rush, take your unhurried breath with you, toes together, left leg rising as you breathe in, core lunge in the air as you breathe out, knee in toward the nose, inhale, down dog splits, exhale, left knee, top of your left elbow, rocking forward, inhale, down dog splits, exhale, cross-legged lunge in the air to fallen triangle. So squeeze the belly, then thread the left leg all the way through. Come onto the pinky toe side of your left foot, arch of your right foot, and raise the right arm up toward the ceiling if you're feeling steady. Feel free to keep both hands on the floor here. Try and lift the left side waist up, shortening the left side waist, lengthening the right side, right arm overhead. Deep breath in. Slow transition to down dog splits, hand comes to the floor, left leg up and back, deep breath in. And as you exhale, left foot steps in between your hands. We're setting up for pyramid. So right foot grounds down, left foot walks to the left. So your feet are hip distance apart. And as you rise up, you bring your torso up, arms up, straighten both legs. And then just rest your hands to your hips. And with your hands on your hips there, level your hips to square off with the top edge of your mat. Left hip draws back, right hip forward, both legs engaged. And now take your right arm up toward the ceiling. Alongside your ear, reach up. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, hinge forward, and with your left hand on your left hip there, you can almost encourage the left hip back, the thigh bone to lift, and the left hip to hug to the midline of your body. Chin lightly in, so the back of your neck's just got its natural curvature. And then come all the way back up, reach up, stand a little taller, pressing into the feet, exhale, tip forward. Inhale, back up. And exhale, tip forward. So your body's just parallel, or your torso's just parallel with the floor there. Your arms reaching forward. And you're going to swim the left arm forward now. So your palms face one another, your arms frame your ears. And then you're popping up onto your right toes, your back toes. And from here we step forward to feet hip distance apart into chair. Lean back into your heels, lift your torso, reach the arms, and then sink the hips down. And then from here we'll just dance our feet or play with our balance. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, float your arms down, raise your right heel or your right knee all the way up toward your chest. Step down to chair, reach the arms. You're just flowing the arms, flowing the legs. And left knee in and up, or just come onto the toes. And we'll do that a few more times. Just find your flow. Heel up or knee up. Reach the arms and just notice if your belly is engaged or spilling there. Try and keep it nice and firm. One more each side. And then we'll arrive in chair pose. Deep breath in. Exhale and fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, take your last vinyasa, high to low push-up, upward dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. And from here, just settling the knees to the floor, cross your feet behind you, and take your legs around in front of you. So you come to sit middle of the mat. And from here, with the legs out in front, we're going to take the right leg out to the right side and fold your left knee so your left heel comes in toward your pelvis. And just a lateral side stretch, forward fold to complete our practice. We're going to take our left hand down next to our left hip and go ahead, slide the left hand away, reach the right arm up and over, lengthen through the right side of your waist, tipping over. And then as you breathe in, come upright. And then take a side stretch to your right side, right hand down, left arm up and over. Full cycle of breath here. And now for a twist, circling the left hand all the way behind you, revolve to your left, right hand to your left knee. 2 deep breaths here. Exhaling, firming the belly as you twist, left collarbone draws back. Stay really tall through the low back. Gentle gaze out over your left shoulder. Turn back to center as you breathe in. Reach the arms alongside your ears and just an easy forward fold between your legs. So just touching down, hands to the floor and bringing your torso toward the floor, any amount there. Lightly tuck your chin in so the crown of your head pulls forward. Press into your sit bones so you can lift a little bit out of the hips to fold. Inhale deeply to come all the way upright and switch the legs. So left leg out to the side, right knee bends, right heel toward your pelvis. And we'll take that side stretch flow. Right hand down next to your right hip, slide it away, left arm up and over. Another extra breath. And then we mill over to the other side, left hand down, right arm up and over. Up and around for your twist now, right fingertips behind you, left hand to your right knee. Sit really tall through your spine, as tall as you can. Try and avoid leaning back there. And then just using the lever of your left hand to help support you in that upright position as you twist and revolve through the ribs. through your upper back, right shoulder blade drawing in toward the midline of your back. Face forward on your inhale, reach the arms up alongside your ears, and exhale, take a forward fold between your legs. So you're not twisting through your spine here, it's just a simple forward fold. Find one that is comfortable in your body and it feels like you're heading toward rest. And then just slowly peel yourself all the way up. And you might like to lay all the way down here or sit upright for meditation to complete your practice. So you can either sit cross-legged or lay back in Shavasana, finding that star shape in your body, palms face up. Let your feet fall out to the side, a little wider than your hips. And position your torso in one straight line. And then shuffle out the restlessness, any wrinkles in your back body, particularly your torso. And just go ahead, close your eyes. And let go of your effort. And letting your gaze fall to a steady place that might be toward your third eye, between the eyebrows, in toward the center of your head. You might like to just focus on the colors you can see behind the eyelids. Or imagine your eyes just following the path of your breath, calm and smooth. And just letting your body melt down, emptying your weight into the support of the floor. And feeling your shoulder blades relax behind you, your shoulder heads drop toward the mat. Your arms relax. Fingers gently relax and curl in toward the palms. And letting that feeling of relaxation travel down into the belly. Nice and relaxed now. Belly just ebbing and flowing with your breath. And letting go of any holding or restraint in the pelvis, the buttocks. And then all the way down the legs, and feeling that heaviness in your heels. And the feet just turning and falling out to the sides. And take a few moments in your own quiet, peaceful relaxation to complete your practice. And thanks so much for practicing with me. I hope you've enjoyed this brief flow. Namaste, yogis.